Girls, girls, girls. Down, 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 ba, 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 ba.
Grill 'em, bake 'em, fry 'em, eat 'em.
Sure.
They're waffling versatile.
Waffling.
Good with beans. Go. Meow, meow. Do you like my little meow then?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, you should do a different animal every week.
Okay. Talking of animals, I'm not doing an intro here, am I?
It's fine, just keep going. just roll with it, it's fine. Well, welcome to the show, episode 19. Go. Keep talking.
Sorry. I got the gills now. It's the Tuesday show with CJ and Ted. Welcome, one and all.
You're welcome, one and all.
This week... This week, we're still being British.
Yes, we are.
We'll keep that. We'll keep that.
Sure.
We'll keep it. But no, I was about to say, talking of animals, the other night, I mean, sometimes just to get to sleep, I'll just put on YouTube and watch whatever.
Mm-hmm. I do Pornhub personally.
Lower the tone. So quite different to that. Just because it was on there, I spent a pleasant evening just watching Peppa Pig.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm Peppa Pig. And I only know that tune through a radio show that I listen to.
Yeah.
I've never watched it myself.
It's really good. Check it out. My favourite character is Pedro Pony.
Pedro Pony.
Yeah.
Okay. Pedro Pony.
Anyway, how are you?
Good.
How are you this week?
This week I am marvellous.
Excellent.
How are you this week?
I'm perfectly great. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Good weekend?
No thanks. I've just...
The old ones never die.
The old ones... Sadly.
Sadly, yeah.
I think we need to put a pillow over the face of that one for a while.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, we are continuing our being British theme.
Part deux.
Part deux. Like Hot Shots Part deux.
Part deux.
Part deux.
Wasn't it what's it called? Yes, you know what I mean. You know exactly what I mean.
I don't know what you mean. What are you talking about?
I thought you did.
No.
I thought there was that realization in your head that I was talking about the other thing. The other thing, which was not Hot Shots. It was Naked Gun.
Okay, yeah, Naked
Gun. Part deux.
No, that was Naked Gun 2.5.
Was it?
Yeah. Naked Gun 2.5, Naked Gun 33 1/3.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hot Shots was Hot Shots and then Hot Shots Part 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Every day's a school day here on the Tuesday show.
Indeed. So, CJ.
Yeah.
What's it like to be British?
Well, we have our problems. There's no doubt.
We have our problems.
Yeah. Very, very British problems. And here's a good example of a very British problem. When you're on a train or a bus or something and you say, sorry, is anyone sitting here? Which translates as, unless this is a person who looks remarkably like a bag, I suggest you move it. It's a very polite way of saying, get your feet off the chair. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I find it strange when you're in a pub and somebody comes along and says, oh, is this chair being used? Or is this seat taken? You just think, can I borrow this? Oh, can I steal this? Funny how people always want to steal things.
Yeah.
Oh, can I just nick this? Can I just steal that?
Yeah.
Just think,
can I pinch this?
Yeah, it's a funny way of putting it, isn't it? Really, you can borrow it.
Yeah,
not steal it. I don't think the management at Yates's Wine Lodge are going to be particularly happy.
Is it the Pig and Whistle or whatever?
The Pig and Whistle, the Dog and Duck.
Yeah, the Big Cat and the Beaver.
The Queen's Arms, the Big Cat and the Whistle. I don't.
Where are you going with this?
Where am I going? I'm going on a weird kind of pub crawl here.
I was going to say, this is a weird pub crawl, this one. Okay. But yeah, that is a very... I mean, we've all done it, though, where we go, do you mind if I just nick this chair? Yeah. Or is anyone using... I mean, the whole... Yeah. Is anyone using this chair is acceptable. Because you're asking if anyone is, have they just nipped to the bar or have they nipped to the loo or whatever, you know. But to say, can I nick this chair?
But it works for human trafficking as well. Oh, could I just steal you for a moment? Yeah, what?
Sure, why not?
Yeah. Could I just borrow you? Can I just
Excuse me, can I just interrupt you?
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, very, very British thing that is. Sorry, is anyone sitting here?
Is anyone sitting here? Clearly not.
Which means get your feet off the damn chair.
I'm always tempted to say yes.
Yeah. And that's why there's a bag there. To show that somebody will be sat there momentarily.
I think we're done with trains now, aren't we?
I
think we've discussed everything you could possibly have.
Planes, trains, and automobiles.
Planes, trains, and automobiles.
Sure. Ping. Message
ping.
for you, sir.
Somebody hasn't turned their phone down.
No. Somebody didn't put it into do not disturb mode.
Oh dear, oh dear. Let's try that. Done.
Sure.
So,
what is it like being British then, Ted?
Well, I can tell you now, it's watching with quiet sorrow as you receive a different haircut to the one you requested.
Didn't we talk about this on an episode in season 1 where I was at the barber's something? I don't remember. I don't really remember.
We definitely talked about you at the barber's.
Yeah.
But it was a roaring review of your barber who also does your beard.
He does do my beard.
Yeah.
I'm actually due for a visit sometime soon. Just getting a bit.
Do you get an estimate?
Yeah, we'll get estimates. To be fair, for 20 quid, he does do a good job.
Yeah,
does do a good job. But yeah, no, I'm pretty. No, that's right. I remember now. So we were talking about I was going to go to my barber, but then he was on holiday.
Yeah.
So I then had to go somewhere else, and they just didn't cut it.
No,
no pun intended, but they just didn't cut it.
Didn't make the cut.
No. They are off my reserve list.
Are they?
Yeah, they're not on my reserve list anymore. But yeah, but you do. You just sit and you're just like, that's not what I wanted.
Yeah.
You're not doing what I want. I don't like you. Stop cutting my hair. Just stop cutting my hair.
But do you say stop?
No. Well, they're halfway through because then you end up with half a haircut.
Yeah.
Or if you complain, but maybe that's the thing. If you complain, then you think you're going to end up with a crap haircut because they're going to then purposefully make it crap.
Yeah.
Even though they're making it crap anyway, and it's not what you want. But
yeah, it's an interesting idea, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, I think when it comes to having your haircut, I mean, one thing that I do is if I'm not sure. I mean, the hairdresser that I go to knows exactly what I want.
Yeah. Insert giggity here.
But anyway, sadly, anyway, so where am I going with this? So, yeah, when she's cutting my hair, she knows exactly what I want, cuts my hair accordingly.
Yeah.
Don't have to think about it. Fine. If it's anybody else, which it never is, but if it is, then I will always be very coy in terms of how much I want off.
Yeah.
You can always take more off.
Yeah.
But you can't stick it back on.
Although you can't stick it back on once it's off.
I can grow it.
Yeah.
But I ain't got no time for that.
No, so you ain't nobody got no time for that. But that's it, you're going to spend 2 weeks looking like a moron.
Yeah.
While you wait for your hair to grow back to then get it cut again properly.
Yeah. You're in that 2 week period at the moment.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Thanks. Shut up, man. I have feelings, you know. Right in the feels. How's about this then?
Yeah.
Deeming it necessary to do a little jog over a zebra crossing while throwing an apologetic mini wave.
Always.
I don't do this.
I don't do the mini jog.
No, I do the apologetic mini wave.
Yeah, but I do like a mini wave, but from where my hand is anyway.
Okay.
I'm not going to raise my arm.
Seagulls.
I'm not going to raise my arm. What I'm going to do, I'm going to raise my hand, but from a, like I'm walking like a what do you call them? Penguin.
The penguin. Okay.
Yeah.
That wasn't what I was thinking, but I'm glad you said.
Okay.
Well, wasn't where my mind went. I'm sorry, everybody.
Walking like an Egyptian. There you go. Thanks, motorists.
That was on the show last week.
Walking like an Egyptian.
Walk like an Egyptian.
I do like the Bangles. Big fan.
I am a fan of the Bangles. I like them. They released a lot of music in the year that I was born.
Yeah.
So yeah, Walking Like an Egyptian's one of them.
Say my name, sunshines.
No. Manic Monday.
Yeah.
Good track.
Yeah.
Wasn't that covered by somebody? I want to say Blondie covered it.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, this whole thing of jogging over a zebra, I don't do that. I mean, unless it's like a busy zebra crossing. Actually, no, I can tell you one instance where I do jog across a zebra crossing. When it's busy, but I'm the last person to cross.
Yeah.
But I've started crossing as the other people have just about to finish. So I am therefore holding up the traffic.
Yeah.
So then I might give it a bit of a.
I think it's a
coy jog.
Feeling a little bit apologetic for stopping everybody. I mean, yes, as you say, if you've got a whole crowd of people crossing the road, not so much of an issue.
No,
if you're one person and you know that you've got a stream of traffic one way and a stream of traffic the other, the idea that you just saunter at normal pace.
Yeah.
I mean, what kind of an animal would do that?
Me. So I don't. I have right of way. I'm not apologising for that. Absolutely not. No, absolutely not. I'm not. But like I say, if there has been a crowd of people go across, and I am at the back, and like I say, there's a significant gap between me and the last person of the crowd, then I might give it a bit of it just to go, sorry everybody, I was running late or whatever.
Sorry everybody.
Sorry everybody. Don't mind me. I might give it a coy little jog across.
Sorry folks.
Yeah, a coy little jog across the zebra crossing as much as without smashing myself in the face with my man boobs.
Yep, absolutely.
Will allow. So
you want to get yourself a sports bra?
I should get a sports bra. Yeah. Sure, I'll get some Spanx while I'm at it. Yeah. Oh, okay.
What else have we got?
We've got loads of other stuff, but we can talk about that.
Let's have some music, shall we?
Let's have some music. Track number 1 for today is from Darwin McD and Huguenot.
Darwin McD.
It's so we played the original of this track a few weeks ago, and this is the 12-inch fused Suburbia mix. This is Darwin McD and Huguenot with Run.
Cool.
I run as fast as I can. I run as fast as I can. I run as fast as I can. And I think I'm alone, but I carry you in the back of my mind. And you're so heavy. I must say, goodbye, goodbye.
Say hi to everyone. I'm sorry I have to run. Your love is killing me. That's why I have to leave. Say hi to everyone. I'm sorry I have to run. Say hi to everyone. I'm sorry I have to run.
And that's the Suburbia remix of Run by Darwin McD and Huguenot.
Great song.
Great song. Another song from the States.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, indeed. Darwin McD from California.
From the US of A.
US of A.
Nice. So we also get, I like the fact not only do we have an international followership, we're getting an international, submissionship. Is that a word? Submissionship?
I don't think it is.
I don't think it is now. I've just made it a new word.
We
Submission.
made up a new word.
Yep.
Submission.
You think about it, every word is made up,
Yeah.
isn't it? Who looked at that and thought, I'm going to call that a can, or I'm going to call that a desk, a screen, a microphone, foam, wall, chair. They're just made up. They're just made up.
Anything else you want to point out?
Ted. Penis.
I'm sorry, I didn't realise it was showing.
Yes, it was. Zip.
Yeah. and another embarrassing British problem. Yeah. So,
What do you do, though? Like, you talk about embarrassing British problems. So
Yeah.
you walk around with your flies undone, you don't realise,
yeah.
but somebody points it out to you. There's a number of things that go through my head. Number one is, why are you looking at my crotch? Number two is, do I just, go, well, you've seen it now, zip, get on with it,
Yep.
do your flies up, or I remember doing this as a kid. You have to do the whole, quickly turn away and zip it up secretly,
Yeah.
So, what are you supposed to do?
I don't know. I think it depends on what sort of state you're in.
Well, the cage is open, but the beast is asleep.
Well, and then just go, oh, whoops, zip.
I mean, if it wasn't,
I don't think you have to turn away.
No, I don't think so.
No.
But I still know people that do that.
Do you know what?
I've seen it.
I tend to check myself before I leave the house.
Well, yeah, spectacles, testicles, wallet, and watch. Are we zipped up? Yeah. It's like walking outside and your shirt's all buttoned, on the piss, because you clearly dressed in the dark.
Never going to happen.
It's happened to me before when I
never
was a
do
lot
that.
younger, but it hasn't happened in recent years.
I'll tell you something else I don't do. I never miss a belt loop.
No, I hate seeing.
And if
people
I
do.
see that, I'm mad. And also, belts the wrong way round.
Yeah, so there is a specific direction the belt travels.
You know I have a thing about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, see, I have a thing about it when people are in uniform, because there is a right way to wear a belt.
Yep.
Outside of that, okay, it's kind of anyone's game, but it still gets to me.
Oh, it gets to me.
Yeah. But then again, I also then go back and think to myself, why am I looking at that person's crotch area? Why am I looking at their belt?
Checking the belt. That's what I do. I'm checking your belt.
Okay, fair enough.
Checking your belt. See if your shoes are shiny as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People scuffed shoes.
Oh, dear.
Annoys me.
Yeah. What, you got fluff on your berry? What?
Yeah.
I'm just a Frenchman.
Mon Dieu.
I'm not in your, what do you say, squad?
I'm in the Foreign Legion. Anyway, so yeah.
Moving swiftly on. To going back to Britain again.
Yes.
We've had
I don't know if
America.
you can hear my stomach through the microphone. My stomach is going bananas at the moment.
Is it? Is it all the bananas?
It's not all the bananas.
Oh,
no.
okay.
It may be because I haven't eaten for the last 6 hours.
I tell you what, I've just thought of
Go ahead.
banana custard.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
I think that's a very British thing as well, isn't it?
it is a very British
Yeah,
thing.
banana custard. I remember, again, when I was a kid and I was living, with my nan in London, we used to have banana custard all the time. Banana custard.
You say that, but if anybody's listening in we're everywhere. So if you're listening in Vietnam, where else we got? Russia, Turkey now,
Azerbaijan,
France, Azerbaijan, Australia,
Iraq,
wherever.
Yeah.
If you also have bananas or banana custard, let us know.
So if you know what banana custard is, please get in touch and let us
Yeah.
know. We're not going to tell you what it is.
No.
Although I'm sure the name kind of gives it away somewhat.
I tell you what I had the other day, some nice Turkish rice pudding.
Okay.
So there we go. That's an international one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on to all things British,
Yes.
punishing people who don't say thank you by saying you're welcome as quietly as possible.
Now, I do this all the time.
I can imagine that.
All the
I
time.
can just imagine you doing that.
Unless I'm in the car. Now, being in the car seems to be the exception. Where, like, somebody will cut me up. I mean, people cut me up all the time. I drive a smart car, for God's sake. People don't like it when I overtake them in a smart car.
No.
Especially if a lorry wants to come and overtake me. I'll actually actively slow down to let the lorry come past.
Okay.
So it doesn't back up the traffic on their side of the road.
Yeah.
Let them come past and come back in, and then everyone else can carry on speeding. Yeah, that's fine. But when they don't flash their lights to say thank you, I'm literally just like, you're fucking welcome! Arse! Yeah, I do shout quite a lot when I'm in the car. I get a bit of road rage. I should probably see somebody about that.
You probably should. I'm kind of the opposite.
Really?
Yeah.
Even in the car?
Even in the car.
You don't get road rage?
No. only if somebody does something ridiculously dangerous. I mean, the only thing that I do tend to sort of sound off about, if somebody's just going too fast. You know, when somebody overtakes and you just think, you're heading for a crash and you're going to crash into somebody perfectly innocent.
Yeah.
You just think, oh, tool.
Yeah, absolutely.
What a tool bag. But that's as far as it goes. I think I try not too hard, but I think I try very hard to be as calm as possible whilst driving. And that's why I don't end up sort of shouting and swearing at other motorists, no matter what they do.
I'm quite a chill driver until people, but it's like, it's people that, tailgating really winds me up. People that get right up your ass when you're driving down the road. I mean, like I said, I drive a very small car.
Yeah.
I can touch the back window just by putting my arm to the rear.
Can you?
Whilst I'm driving it. My car is that small.
Wow.
So when people are tailgating me,
that's very close.
They're a lot closer to me personally than if I was driving a bigger car, and that does wind me up a lot. And I do have a habit of easing off the gas to to slow down.
Well, yeah. You're the one in control, so they're only going to go the speed that you're going.
But I mean, like you're in a traffic jam. And there's people coming down a slip road and they're trying to cut in front of you. Again, I'll slow down and leave a gap and let them come in.
Yeah.
And the people that don't say thank you, it winds me up. It really gets to me. Apart from that, you can do whatever you like. If you want to go speeding, fine. That's your license, not mine. Just as long as you don't crash and kill anyone innocent. If you do, then I might have a few choice words. Apart from that, I'm quite chill for the most part. Apart from those bits. But yes, I do the whole... Yeah, so you hold a door open for somebody and they don't say thank you. You're just like, you're welcome, arse.
Arse.
Yeah, I do. Sometimes I'm not quite about it.
No.
I think I have some anger issues.
Yes, I think you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, but I tell you what, if you are feeling angry, what better way to chill out than a nice cup of tea?
Yes. I do like a good cup of tea. I'm getting back into redbush tea a lot at the moment. Obviously a type of herbal tea.
Yeah, right.
Called redbush, and it's sweet tasting, and it's really nice.
Yeah.
However, I also get quite angry when, when you get that feeling of overwhelming sorrow when you find a cup of tea that you've completely forgotten about.
Absolutely.
And see, it says sorrow on this list.
Yep.
I don't feel sorrow. I feel anger.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I hate cold tea.
Yeah.
Detest it.
Yeah.
I'd rather throw it away and go make another one.
No, I don't feel anger. I feel disappointment.
Disappointment.
I get, and also I feel a little bit of guilt.
Okay.
And the reason I feel a little bit of guilt is
some poor kid in China has picked handpicked those leaves for
it's
me.
It's not so much that. It's that somebody, because I'm sort of one of these people who has cups of tea made for them.
Yeah.
But doesn't make cups of tea. So if
Right.
I've got a cup of tea, somebody's gone to the effort of making it for me, and they will never get one in return.
Yeah.
So I don't mind that.
Actually, I don't remember the last. I don't think you've ever made me a coffee.
Never.
Or a tea.
No. But one of the reasons for that is that if somebody asks for a coffee, well,
Yeah.
I'm damned if I'm going to make somebody a coffee. Seriously, I don't. I'll make a cup of tea, maybe, but a coffee? No, I'm not getting involved in that.
You're
I'm
not stooping to that level.
I'm not tainting cups and spoons with that awful stuff. So anyway, basically, the natural order of things is that people make me tea. I don't make them tea.
Okay.
That's just the way that life is.
I love it. The natural order of
Having said that, that doesn't mean that I don't feel guilty if I've had a cup of tea made for me and I don't drink it. So there's an element of guilt and there's also an element of disappointment.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. But I mean, keeping on the tea theme, you know, suddenly remembering you've got a cup of tea, and you end up necking it like a massive lukewarm shot.
Yeah.
No, I do this with coffee quite a lot because usually because I get distracted by something at work, I end up focusing on something else, and I forget that there's a cup of coffee there.
Yeah.
And then I kind of look over and go, coffee. And again, I get annoyed at myself because I've left it there, but then you neck it. It's like, I don't want to waste it. While it's still warm, I'll neck it. If it's cold, no, not interested.
Yeah. Sorrow, guilt.
Yeah. Anger, frustration.
But let's stick with tea for a moment.
Uh-huh.
Because on the list, we've got turning down a cup of tea for no reason and instantly knowing you've made a terrible, terrible mistake.
And this used to happen a lot when I worked out on the road as a fieldy.
Really?
You go to a customer site or somewhere, and even if you just think to yourself, I'm not going to be here that long. I've not long had another cup of tea, so you know what, I'm okay. So and they go, do you want it? No, it's fine. And then you suddenly look at what you've actually got to do while you're there, and you realise you're going to be there for a while, and you should have accepted said cup of tea.
Yeah.
It happens a lot in my field of work. Yes, that feeling is just like, that I should have just said yes.
Yeah. I don't always say yes to a cup of tea.
Yeah.
It varies. Sometimes I'll say no to a cup of tea because I think that I'll end up in that social situation where I'll have to make one.
Yeah.
And I don't want to. So I'd rather have no tea to avoid making tea.
That's extreme.
Yeah. There is there are the occasions when I will because I have sugar in tea.
Yes.
So I'll say, oh yes, I'll have a tea, and they'll say, well, I haven't got any sugar. So I won't have any tea
Then I
then.
shall not have tea, thank you.
And then there's the other occasion when I have issues about the hygiene of the person who's offering.
Yes.
And I have refused cups of tea on that basis.
Yeah, old me too, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Yeah.
or the hygiene of the area where tea is being prepared.
Indeed.
Or the suspected hygiene of the receptacle that tea will be delivered in. All sorts.
Alternatively, I'm quite good at getting a cup of tea.
Right.
People don't automatically make you a cup of tea.
No.
For example, like yourself, if you were visiting a site or something like that, the way to get a cup of tea would be, and I don't know if you've ever used this, but just go, is there any chance I could get like a glass of water or something?
Yeah.
And the chances are, most of the time, sometimes they'll come with a glass of water. You know, oh, God, got to drink a glass of water now. But generally speaking, they'll say, would you like a tea?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, go on then.
Well, like I say, when I've been out on the road and I've been to clients and things, most of the time they're very good at offering a cup of tea. There's only been one or two, and actually I found, but that's because they don't think about it because they don't drink tea themselves.
Yeah.
So they don't think about it. Although I did walk into one client site once, and he's a big Monster energy drink drinker like I am.
Yeah.
And he knew that I liked Monster, so I walked in and he immediately went, "Can I Monster?" Yes, yes, please. That's what every customer should do. Come in, get some Monster in.
So there, you found out if you're ever visited by CJ and Ted, make sure that you've got clean hands.
Yeah.
And that you furnish us with a cup of tea.
Absolutely.
And then remind us to drink it.
Yes.
Before it goes cold.
Yeah, don't let us forget about it.
I could do without that guilt.
On the subject,
Guilt and disappointment.
On the subject of hygiene.
Oh, yeah.
I know this isn't on the list.
Okay.
But I was thinking about this the other day. I had to stop in a service station on the way home from work. And you wash your hands afterwards, and then you use the hand dryers.
Yeah.
So many times recently, I feel like, when I come out of the facilities, like I feel dirtier than when I went in.
Yeah.
Because the place just looks a mess.
Yeah.
I don't trust that the water coming out of the tap is actually clean because the sink and the tap look disgusting. And the hand dryer is in such a bad state. I don't feel like I've actually been cleaned.
Yeah.
Ugh, I hate it. Ugh.
Yeah.
I'd rather, and I've actually started carrying baby wipes with me now because of that.
Or just to get the hand gel.
Yeah, I can get the hand
that's
gel
good
stuff,
as well,
yeah.
yeah.
But like I said, I genuinely do.
What I find odd is that, when there's a door, now obviously a service station, the good thing about those is if it's a big one, it's just like you walk in and you can do it like a zigzag.
Yeah.
So you don't have to touch anything on the way out, which is always good. And if you do, that's just weird. But, when there's a door, and the door is an open...
Inwards.
Inwards.
Yeah.
So you've washed up.
Yeah.
And you've got clean hands.
Yeah.
You come to the door and you've got to touch the door that other people have touched.
Yeah, and chances are there is at least 10% of the people that have been in there have not washed their hands.
Exactly. But the great thing is, what you can do is just use your little finger.
Yeah.
Because the end of your little finger is somehow, I don't know...
It's somehow guarded against the germs.
It is guarded
You think
against
to
germs.
yourself, somehow the tip of my pinky is protection enough from all the germs that have built up on this door handle for however many years this place has been there, because I doubt they actually wash the door handles when they clean.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But the little finger, that will work. And do you know what? That little finger's, I'm not going to do anything else with that.
No, it's right.
I'm just going to, that's just for the door.
Yeah, it's superfluous. It's there to open doors. It's there to open doors when you feel filthy.
Yeah. Oh no, there's a door. That's fine because I've got a little finger. There we go. On I go. No tuberculosis for me.
Exactly. Yeah.
Off I go with the rest of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man.
What a thing.
I've started doing try as best as possible using a foot to open the door.
Interesting.
If there's no one else around, I'd rather just literally try and pull the door open with a foot. It's an interesting watch.
Yeah.
But like I say, no one will ever see me do that.
No. Cubicles though. Oh, you know what? If it's a dirty cubicle, by the time I finish, there'll be paper all over the shop.
Oh yeah.
Because I use bits of paper to unlock the door.
Yeah.
And then they just get discarded.
Yeah. Well, I think because I get where you're coming from. But it's like the whole touch-free soap dispensers.
Yeah.
I don't understand them.
Right.
Because you're about to put soap in your hands.
Yes. Yes.
And then wash your hands.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if the top of the thing's dirty or not.
No, but what you don't want to do is then touch a tap to wind the tap up again after you've finished.
Touch-free taps, I get. I
Yes.
understand that.
Yeah.
But the whole, you're unlocking a cubicle. You're about to go and wash your hands. You don't wash your hands in the cubicle.
No, it's true.
So that bit I don't really mind too much.
No, but when we're going into too much depth here, but
Far too much.
But sometimes the cubicle is the whole thing. So you step into
yes.
you got
I'm
your
with
whole,
you.
which is always nice. You got your own space.
Yeah, everything's there.
I do like that. That is good. It's like, great, I like this.
Yeah.
It's a good setup. I can have a nice sit down.
Yes.
And
sit down.
Have a nice sit down.
So we already know you're a sit downer. Yeah.
It's a bodily function and also it's a rest.
True.
And that's got to be a good thing.
True. You got to take the weight off your feet from driving.
Yeah. I may have said this before, but there is nothing better, even sliced bread, there's nothing better than going into a loo that has both paper towels and a dryer.
Yes.
a proper dryer, not one that you have to slot your hands in.
Not the Dyson ones.
No, when you end up touching the dryer, which is like,
Weird.
that's even weirder. But a proper dryer and also paper towels, because you've got a paper towel in your hand, underneath the dryer, bang, dry, seconds.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. But I just go for the paper towels anyway. I'd rather use paper towels than the dryer.
Yeah.
Anyway, is anyone still listening? Hello? Anyone there? So sorry about that.
Yeah.
If you've just skipped forward 5 minutes, we don't blame you at all.
Do you know what? I think any listeners that are left probably deserve some music now.
I think they do, yeah. So over to you to intro track number 2.
So here's track number 2, Little Brother Eli with All My Words.
My side, all my senses have declined and broken. Did you keep my receipt? With each day I feel asleep. People pass by, I try to speak. Slow-cutions that sing my lips. Once meets, now I'm out. We can try, reconcile. The stick fixing's not on my list. I have tried to find big bangs, recollect all the notes you shine. Did they escape from my brain? Give me your words, I'll give you all of my words until we find the ones that hurt. I'll give you all of my words, and just like tears in the rain, they wash away, they wash away. If you hold me, will this pain just wash away, just wash away? Sorry if I stumble through, it's the hardest word to conjure, it seems to me. You know we've fallen this far, I can't tell you where we are. We're stars of smoke and a dream. Now's the time to sit and think, fade to gray, sink into pink. Enjoy yourself and tell me what's wrong. Do you ever lie awake? Tears ever turn into lakes? I'm left guessing your point of view. Give me all your words, I'll give you all of my words until we find the ones I heard. I'll give you all of my words, and just like tears in the rain, they wash away, they wash away. If you hold me, will this pain just wash away, just wash away? Baby, you want to love me. Baby, you want to love me right. Baby, you want to hold me down. Baby, you want to love me right. Baby, you got to love me right. My words, I'll give you all of my words until we find these ones that hurt. I'll give you all of my words, and just like tears in the rain, they wash away, they wash away. If you hold me, will this pain just wash away, just wash away?
And that was Little Brother Eli with All My Words.
And that is a really good song. I really enjoyed that one. But then again, I like everything that Little Brother Eli has given us so far.
Well, that's lucky because we've got down the line, we've got Josh from Little Brother Eli. Josh, that's a new track, isn't it?
It is a new track. It's one that only exists in that live form at the moment.
Okay.
There is no studio version of it. So it will be new when the live album comes out.
And when's that going to be?
So the plan is, beginning of April, we're going to do a Kickstarter campaign to raise some money so that we can mix and master a live album. And the live album was recorded at the end of last year in November, which was sort of like a hometown show at our local O2 Academy.
Okay, cool. You're doing a Kickstarter to raise money to release the live album.
Yeah, exactly.
And where can people find out more about that?
Just type Little Brother Eli into Kickstarter. It'll be all over our social media. It'll be on our Twitter. It'll be on our Facebook. It will be everywhere. So it won't be difficult to find. It'll be on our website, which is just Little Brother Eli. Because of our name and no one else has our name, it's pretty much you just type Little Brother Eli into anything.
Yeah.
and will appear. Anything reasonable, obviously.
That was a good marketing ploy there. Just pick a name that no one else has got.
Was that the idea, or is there a story behind the name?
They're both.
Okay.
Because it's like, like some people have names and you're just like we once played with a band called Zoo.
Right.
And it was like, no one's going to find your band, mate. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you type Zoo into Google, like, you're not going to come up at the top.
That's true, actually. Yeah, it's very true.
Meet the monkeys at Chester Zoo.
Do you reckon that's why Babylon Zoo called themselves Babylon Zoo? Yeah. Because they just thought, let's call ourselves Zoo, and then they went, no, we can't do that because Google, etc.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know any zoos called Zoo in general, but yeah, no,
true.
Probably.
Yeah. Keep it simple. What are we going to call the zoo? We'll just call it Zoo.
Yeah. Welcome to the Zoo.
Not even the zoo.
No, the.
Welcome to Zoo. Here are my animals.
Just one word, like Madonna. Yeah.
Anyway, you're also on YouTube.
Yep.
We've got the track on YouTube. Can you play that? Let's have a little play.
I can do many things.
You can do many things. Oh, here we go.
Can you hear that, Josh?
I can hear that, yeah.
Yeah?
Am I good? I'm freaking good.
Especially the bass.
I was going to say, I'm looking at these guys bobbing their heads along and...
Cool.
There we go.
And I suppose it's the same story, isn't it? Go to YouTube and just stick in Little Brother Eli.
Basically, that video is going to be on the Kickstarter page. So you can. So basically, the idea is so that people can see what they're going to get. They're going to get a full live album. You go onto our Kickstarter page, and you'll be able to. There'll be a little thing of Alex he's doing a little bit of talking about the Kickstarter page, and then there's the live video. So when people donate to the Kickstarter, they're not only going to get like audio files or signed CDs and signed T-shirts and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
They're also going to get the whole show filmed. You film the whole show, you see.
Yeah.
They're going to get all the footage from the show, so it's going to be like a live DVD, right? Except for no one has DVDs, so you're just going to get, you're just going to watch on your laptop.
No one has DVDs anymore. No.
No, but it's like, so hopefully all the sort of really cool rewards that people are going to get, it's going to get people really excited and make people want to donate, and also it's kind of, I'm hoping it's going to be a bit of an opportunity for fans to contribute towards our success.
Yeah.
Rather than us releasing things and people buying them, it's kind of the other way. It's sort of the other way around. So it's more exciting for the fans, I hope.
Absolutely,
cool.
And it would be a deserved success as well.
Thank you.
Plus, I'd quite like a T-shirt.
Yeah, I'll say, feel free to send us some T-shirts or something.
Yeah, I'll have one, and CJ will have two stitched together.
There's no Kickstarter rewards left if we gave them all to you guys.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, but I've got your Kickstarter page up at the moment. I've just been looking at it while you've been talking, and Yeah, it looks like there's plenty of good stuff for people to get, depending on how much they pledge. So
yeah. And I've just as you guys were calling, I'm adding more rewards every day, and I'm just going to add a whole bunch of new rewards, fun rewards for people to get, all sorts of cool stuff. So hopefully it'll get people really excited.
Nice. Well, send us a sample of each of them, and we'll happily review them on the show for you. And
I'll send you a quarter of a CD.
A quarter of a CD. Fantastic.
Oh, dear.
The other things we're doing is we're doing a little Kickstarter party in Oxford in April, which we're only releasing 20 tickets for. And we're going to play all the songs from the live album at a little acoustic event, and the tickets are only $5.
Cool.
Wow.
So there's that as well. So we're really going for it.
Yeah,
nice.
Absolutely.
No, that's fantastic.
Yeah. Do you know the date for that one yet?
Yeah, of course I do. As he says, as he's looking at
Preparation and planning. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was going to say, I always get confused between dates. It's the April the 9th.
April the 9th. Okay.
Yeah, but it's like one of these. It's one of these things that's a bit like I often say the 19th or the 29th.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I can't. I sort of just know there's a 9 in there somewhere.
We'll find it. Make sure that we retweet it on our social as well.
Thank you.
And so good luck with that. And I'm sure we'll be on that Kickstarter page having a look at see what we can do.
Yeah.
And one thing we can do is play another track from Little Brother Eli. This one, Josh, is Oops. Mm-hmm. Tell us about it. What was the thinking behind Oops?
So it's kind of our step in a new direction almost. This track. We're super happy with how it turned out. It's really, really great. We're really, 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 really happy with it. And it's kind of like Britney Spears' Oops, but turned on its head. If that makes sense. It's like the opposite.
Oops! I've done it for the first time ever. Yeah.
But it's like kind of from the other perspective of Oops. If people listen to it, they kind of get it.
Okay.
And obviously, we're all every person in the world is a huge Britney Spears fan. Obviously. So
sure.
It appeals to a huge market.
Okay.
Excellent.
I may or may not be a Britney Spears fan.
You are.
I can neither confirm nor deny that fact.
I can confirm, though, that we are both fans of Little Brother Eli.
We are.
So let's play the track, and thank you, Josh, for talking to us today.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me.
No problem.
Bye.
Well, bye now.
I wonder
back. So, little brother Eli.
Little brother Eli with Oops.
Oops.
And great to speak to Josh again.
Absolutely. Oops, I did it again. Because we were talking about Britney Spears.
We
of course.
were indeed. And so check out Little Brother Eli and, of course, their Kickstarter.
Yes.
Sounds like some good stuff to be had and got out of that.
Yeah. Get some goodies. Goodies that may come in a bag, may not come in a bag. Mm-hmm. But either way, you may have a bag. Mm-hmm. And if you're like me, you'll realise that under your kitchen sink, you'll have about 50 grand's worth of plastic bags.
Indeed.
Just because every time you go to the shop, you forget to take plastic bags with you.
I like the way that you moved us straight into, that item, realising you've got 50 grand's worth of plastic bags under your kitchen sink.
I think styled that out like a pro.
You did start it out like a pro. I think around about the time that the bag tax, what do they call it? Carry bag charge, yeah. Carry bag charge.
Government bag charge or some crap like that.
5 pence. Is it 5 pence or 10 pence?
Depends on the bag.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
If you're buying a bag for life, well, like Tesco's, you can't buy 5p bags.
Right.
The minimum you can get is a 10p bag for life.
Okay. I don't know if I can deal with that level of commitment.
Well,
yeah. So when that came out, remember there were probably lots of memes about, oh look, I've got grand's worth of bags and all this sort of business.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and cash them in. Well, they go out, sell them for 4 pence each outside the supermarket.
Well, they did. I know Tesco's did a thing where you could take in all your old carrier bags and put them into a thing to be recycled.
Really?
I heard you can't actually recycle carrier bags, but I don't know. You had a thing you can put them in anyway.
There must be a point to the whole thing.
What I'm saying, or the whole 5p carrier bag.
Well,
charge?
there's never a point to what you're saying, but the
That's true.
point that
True.
recycle. No, because if you could recycle them, surely it wouldn't be a bad thing.
Well, that's right, but apparently you can't. And that's why they're a bad thing, and that's the guise that the government uses to charge 5p per carrier bag, so to make them some more money.
Yeah, I don't think it goes to the government though.
No, it does.
Does it?
Yeah, it's a government 5p bag charge. Well, see, this was the thing. It was a government 5p bag charge unless the retailers could prove that it costs 5p to make them, which is why when you go to places like Sainsbury's, you can buy 5p bags, but they're nothing like the old bags.
Yeah.
They're much thicker. They're more or less bags for life.
Yeah.
So their argument is it costs 5p to make them, therefore we're not giving the government any money. And the same with Tesco's. They just stopped making carrier bags apart from the bag for life, which they said cost 10p to make, therefore the government is getting nothing out of it. But the small retailers that still do the plastic carrier bags have to give the government 5p per bag.
Yeah.
And if you're lucky like me, you get to go to Co-op and they forget to charge you 5p for their biodegradable carrier bags now.
Are these the kind of rubbery ones?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're kind of weird, aren't they?
They do feel funny, yeah.
Yeah.
But apparently, Well, I saw a video on YouTube or Facebook or something of someone getting one of these biodegradable carrier bags, stuffing it into a glass, filling the glass with water, stirring it, and it just dissolved.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Really clever. I was like,
Okay.
oh, look at that. That's what that's where we should have gone with it.
Yeah.
Rather than the whole 5p bag charge, we should have gone, no, you don't make plastic bags anymore.
Yeah.
You have to make biodegradable ones.
I like those ones because they fit around a bin very well.
The government should have gone with
In fact,
biodegradable
because of those
bags.
bags, I buy more bags than I ever did before.
Okay. No. Well, yeah, to fit in your bin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Not that there's not a bag in our bin at the moment, though, is there? You have to bring some of those in here.
Yeah, I would do. Yeah. It'll cost you
5p.
But there we go.
Yeah, I'll tell you now, this next one on our list of things that make us incredibly British, and this happens every year, especially at Christmas dinner.
Yeah.
Indicating that you want the last roast potato by trying to force everyone else to take it. Now, many times this backfires on me, and someone will take the last potato.
That is incredibly rude. If
I know,
anybody
right?
Says yes.
I know, right?
Yeah.
But that's it's a very British thing to do. Go ahead. Does anyone? You sure? You sure you don't want it? You sure? Great, it's mine. Yoink.
It surprises me that because I would have thought that your way of indicating that you want the last roast potato is by eating the last roast potato.
Just eat it. Yeah. My uncle, he used to do this thing of like the mince pies would come out at Christmas.
Yeah.
And he would touch the top of all the mince pies.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, "Well, no one wants them now because I've touched them." And then I came along. Oh, no, my friend. No. I know where your hands have been, thankfully, so I'll have one of those. Thank you.
I'll only pick it up with my little finger, though.
Yeah, that's it. I'll nudge it across the table with my pinky.
Oh, dear.
Sorry, I've got a really croaky throat at the moment.
You have a bit, haven't you?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Talking too much, that's the problem.
Yeah, that's it. Talking of the next item on our list of what it's like to be British is when we're off to bed and saying, I'm off to bed. But the translation of I'm off to bed now is I'm off to stare at my phone in another part of the house.
Which is completely true nowadays.
Yep.
Totally true.
Yep.
You might as well just say, I'm bored of this conversation.
Yeah.
I'm now going to look at Facebook.
Yes. I'm fed up with looking at this screen. I'm going to go and look at... Yeah, I'm going to go to another part of the house and watch Peppa Pig.
It's like you might as well just go, I'm going to look at Facebook now because I'm sick of the freaking sight of you. You know. But it's true. Although, to be fair, because I live on my own, I don't really use my phone. When I go to bed, I'm actually going to bed because I can sit and look at my phone in the living room and not disturb anybody apart from myself.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Or your microphone.
Or the microphone.
Yeah.
So I don't really have that problem, but I understand it. When I did live with somebody, it was I'm going to go do something else now.
Yeah.
I'm going to bed. Yeah, because I'm sick of the fucking sight of you. So yes, yeah, I get that. I totally get that. But there is, of course, this next one.
Yeah.
Which we kind of discussed it in the last episode about the whole don't hear what somebody says 3 times in a row, you then can't ask again.
Sorry about that.
Exactly.
Yep.
So you're not pulling that crap on me. Not pulling that crap on me. But it also works with names, and I think we covered it with names as well. So you've misheard someone's name, so you just now have to avoid them for the rest of your life.
Yes, that's right.
But
that's the rules.
It goes the other way as well, where you leave it too late to correct somebody on your name, which means that you now just have this new name for the rest of your life.
Yeah, that's weird. And I don't know why, but you feel kind of a responsibility. I know exactly what you mean. It'll be in the middle of a sentence.
Yeah.
So it won't be something like you can go, oh no, it's such and such.
Let me stop you there.
yeah, let me stop you there. It'd be like, oh, anyway, so I was there and, and Andrew was there and point at me. And I'll be thinking, well, that's not my name.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, but that time is then gone.
Yeah, that's it. Been and gone.
Yeah.
You missed it.
Yeah. But, you do run the risk of ending up like, what's his name in Only Fools and Horses? Rodney.
Oh, Rodney, yeah.
Who's called Dave by Trigger. Yeah,
that's right. That's it. Yeah, Trigger called him Dave.
All right, Dave.
Now, if someone came up to me, I mean, even if, for ages they called me something else, and they came up to me and went, "Hi, Bob," I'd be like, "No, my name is not Bob." But it used to happen at work. Someone used to call me Chris all the time.
Yeah.
Chris is not my real name.
Yeah.
But I also had a name tag on my desk.
Yeah.
And I just literally came up to me, "All right, Chris," and I'd point to my name tag.
Yeah.
That's my name, dude.
Yeah.
How'd you like if I call you Jemima? Arse. So, yeah.
You should have made up some sort of backstory. You should have said, I was called Chris, but you should know now. I think it's important that I had my name changed because of a sort of witness protection thing.
Yeah.
So I'm now known as somebody else.
Mr. Beaver.
Mr. Beaver.
From The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, I am Mr. Beaver. So nothing to do with Big Cat and the Beaver.
No.
Although that's the thing, isn't it? The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. You've got the lion, that's the big cat, and Mr. Beaver's character. So Big Cat and the Beaver.
Yeah.
You see, synergy. I like it.
I like it.
Go on, give us one more British thing, and then we'll go into
one more British thing. Right. It says here, staring at your phone in silent horror until the unknown number stops ringing.
I've done this before. Usually, because it's either someone you don't want to talk to, or like it says there, an unknown number, or it just comes up with a phone number with no name, so you have no idea who it is.
Yeah.
And I do it. I just sit there staring at it, going, I don't know who that is. I'm not going to answer.
Why would you? Why is this person phoning? Who are they? What's going on?
Exactly. Who are you? You know, rather than picking up the phone and saying, "Who are you?" I'm looking at the phone on the desk, going, "Who are you?"
See, I look at it and go, "I wish this would stop ringing," because as soon as it stopped ringing, I'm googling that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I want to know who the hell has got my number.
Guess it.
And who is not in my contacts that has got the audacity
Exactly.
to try and phone me?
Who from Whitehaven is trying to phone me right now? Because obviously with iPhones, it tells you where they're calling from.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it comes up with. I had one that had somebody from Edinburgh trying, and I'm like, who from Edinburgh is trying to ring me? Turn out it was my insurance company.
Oh, okay. But now it'll pick up all sorts of things from your email and other stuff, and it'll say maybe such and such.
Yeah, I've seen this before.
Yeah.
I was like, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
That's kind of
That
scary.
is weird.
Tell you what isn't weird, though.
Yep.
Our classic track for this week.
Classic track.
Well, no, not yet.
Okay. How about now? Classic track.
No, not yet.
Okay.
I'll give you the signal, all right?
Okay.
Which I have chosen for this week, and it is definitely a classic that I liked from season 1. Mm-hmm. And I don't know why I just clicked away from the page which had the thing written down that I was going to say. There we go. I'm such an idiot.
Is that the name of the track?
No, that is not the name of the track. So we have quite... we haven't heard from these guys for a little while, so I think it's about time we did play one of their tracks again. And it's one of the earliest tracks that they played for us, but one of the remixes that I really liked. So coming up right now then, it is SombreMoon with Blurred Reality, The Nature of Wires remix as our classic track of the week.
Classic track. That's SombreMoon with Blurred Reality, your choice of classic track, and one of my favourites too.
I love it. It's
Nature of Wise remix.
I just think it's such a great remix.
Yeah.
It's my favourite.
Yeah.
I've already said that.
Yeah.
And I'll say it again. It's my favourite remix.
Hey, banger.
Yes. Hand gestures and all.
In hand gestures and all.
So carrying on with the phone theme.
Oh, yes. What's it like to be British with your phone?
Yes. So when you make a phone call,
Yep.
the relief when someone doesn't answer within 3 rings and you know that you can hang up. Legitimately, you can hang up. You just go, I gave you a chance, that's it, you're done.
Yeah.
This happens quite a lot, I find, especially when I don't want to talk to somebody. Actually, no, don't you find, though, when you really, really don't want to talk to somebody,
Yeah.
they answer the phone within 3 rings. They're
Yes.
straight on it like that. Hello, and you're like, damn.
Yeah. Or worse still, they phone.
Or they phone you, yeah.
Yeah.
I know, I just screen them then, I just ignore it. It's like if I need to, like, especially for work, if I need to phone somebody for work, but I really don't want to talk to them.
Yeah.
I hope that they don't answer within 3 rings.
Yeah.
So I can just go, well, I tried.
Yep.
Put the phone down, update their service ticket, and just go, tried to call them, didn't answer.
Yeah.
Screw you. Yeah, that's it.
Hang on, they're not answered.
Yeah.
Airplane mode.
That's it, yeah.
Carry on with the rest of your day.
Not even airplane mode. Flush the thing down the toilet. They're never getting hold of me again.
I've gone.
That's it. Go on. I'm off the face of the earth.
Right. Oh dear. I'll tell you another thing that we do with our phones. I don't think I'd do an entire one, but filming an entire fireworks display on your phone, knowing full well you will never ever watch it again.
That's very true. Although, I've never filmed a fireworks show on my phone.
Well, up until recently, I was using an old phone which had no storage in it whatever.
Like a Nokia 3310.
Yeah, I think it was.
The old Motorola flip phone where the thing slides down like in the Matrix. Hello.
Hello. Yeah, I wasn't really videoing much because it just drained the memory.
So I better killed the memory and the battery
Yeah,
as well.
I was just about to say, I can't remember what it's called. Memory.
Ironic.
Isn't that ironic? Don't you think?
That's a good song, that.
It is.
Alanis
Although
Morissette.
it doesn't mention anything that actually could be classed as ironic.
That's
just
true.
unfortunate.
Yeah, that's true.
No. I'm sorry, Alanis.
Alanis Morissette.
You are just describing things that are a bit of a pain in the arse.
Yes.
No irony.
Now, I don't know if you do this. I do this quite regular. When you're sending an email and you change the... What's the thing at the end called? Where you kind of yours sincerely or yours truly. What's that? That's got a proper name. What's it called?
I don't know. My mind
It's
has
like
gone blank.
It's
now.
like a closing salutation type
Yes, yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Anyway, that bit where you put in...
yeah.
Where you change it from kind regards to just regards to indicate that you're rapidly reaching the end of your tether. I do this all the time.
That's real anger.
That proper anger.
Going down to regards is anger.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really type kind regards in it. I tend to just put KRs. KR in capitals and then a lowercase s.
Oh, right.
Don't ask me why. It's just something I've picked up from somewhere. Go on KRs, CJB. Yeah, that's how I sign off emails and stuff now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've done it where I'll be talking to somebody about like warm regards, kind regards, best regards, and then regards.
Yeah.
Like, I'm done with this conversation.
Yeah.
Stop emailing me back. God damn it.
Yeah, lots of the time I just say many thanks.
Yeah, many thanks.
And then if anger sets in, it's thanks.
Yeah.
If it's worse than that, then it's regards.
Yeah.
If I was going to go down the line of, right, there's happy,
Yeah.
there's medium, okay, I'm being professional, and then there's I'm livid. I'm absolutely livid. So I'd start out with kindest regards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Then kind regards, which is okay. And then regards is, right, somebody is leaving this organisation and it's not me.
Although, see, I think there's a worse one still. Thanks.
Yeah.
Depending upon the tone of the mail,
Yeah.
you're clearly trying to get a point across, and you're not interested in what they have to say, and just put thanks.
Yeah.
But then not sign it off afterwards,
Yep.
as if to go, that's it, I am literally done with this conversation. Thanks.
Yeah.
Go away.
That's like the email equivalent to if you get a text. After sending a text about something or other, you get the response, right.
Yeah. And now I heard this on another radio show. There's a thing where And I've done this where, so somebody will send you a message that is a shutdown message, like, okay, thanks. Or, sure, we'll see what happens, or we'll figure it out. Something like that.
Yeah.
And then you reply to that message with more information.
Yeah.
I've done this.
Yeah.
And you then look back and then you kind of go, you suddenly realise, no, they were done with the conversation at that point. And I've tried to carry it on.
Yeah.
What a tool. Because then they don't reply back to you. And
Right.
Because you sit there going, why haven't they replied? And you kind of go back and you go, that's why. Yeah.
Cool story.
But with going back to the email thing, occasionally...
No, that was me.
Shut up. Occasionally... very occasionally, if I think they'll accept that it is a joke, the G and the T keys on the keyboard are very close together. I'll occasionally swap the G for a T in regards, in the hopes that they have a good enough sense of humour that they realise I may have made a typo.
I tell you, a good typo. this is. I mean, it's just funny. It's just really funny. You know, if you're writing many thanks, blah blah blah, instead of many thanks. Miss out the Y by accident, and then it's like man thanks.
Man thanks. But that could have a meaning on its own.
Yeah,
that's like when you finished a meeting and you know, man thanks is a good solid handshake. Man thanks. You know, this man thanks you.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much for your email. Blah 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 blah. Man thanks.
Man thanks.
Man thanks. Anyway, man thanks for that,
Yes.
CJ. We've got one more on the list.
One more
on the list, and I've read this and it confuses me. I don't understand what this could possibly mean.
Go on.
It doesn't seem like something that resonates with me at all.
Go on.
Hearing a recording of your own voice and deciding it's perhaps best never to speak again.
I think they're talking nonsense.
I don't know what they're getting at.
No, that's total nonsense.
No.
What's wrong with the sound of your own voice?
I don't think there's anything wrong with the sound of my voice.
No, I think we're good.
Yeah. We are the voice of a generation.
We are. We are the generation. There's a song in there somewhere.
Probably. We'll write it.
Yeah, sure.
That sounds like
I'm thinking of an Asking Alexandria song, but I don't know.
Anyway,
it doesn't matter.
Should we have a different song entirely to play us out?
Let's play something completely different to play us out.
Cool. We will play To Run Away, a track called Run Away from Crashing Cairo. Right.
It's a season for change. I'm a changing. It's a season for truth. I'm not aware. It's a season for change. I'm a changing. It's a season for truth. I'm not aware. I'll never be a runaway. Just focus on tomorrow, not today. I'll never be a runaway. Just focus on tomorrow. Focus on tomorrow. Summer comes on, the autumn's fall. She sees a wall beside you. Winter comes in with eyes of glare. She sees a wall beside you, yeah. I'll never be a runaway. Just focus on tomorrow, not today. I'll never be a runaway. Just focus on tomorrow. Focus on tomorrow. Take your little brother, take your little sister, take 'em right out the door. Take a
have been listening to episode 19 of The Tuesday Show.
And don't forget, you can catch us on Twitter at Tuesday_podcast, on IG and Facebook at The Tuesday Show Podcast. You can also get Ted on all the platforms at Ted James Media, and you can find me at CJ Brookes FM. You can email the show at cjandted@thetuesdayshow.co.uk. And that's it. I'm CJ Brookes. He is Ted James, and we'll catch you next week.
Goodbye.
Focus on tomorrow. 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 Focus on tomorrow.
You okay?
Yeah. Just thinking.
Oh, okay. Thought you were having a stroke.
No. Well, that too.
I say, well, I can't see your hands, so I wasn't sure.
Oh, where was I? It just went out of my head.